Okay, what's up? So I get it now, right? I was just sitting up here listening to Alex, and he was talking about the hurricane. I'm gonna put it on in the next video or something. But he was talking about the science of hurricanes, and it got me to thinking, because I know a little bit about the ages. You understand what I'm saying? And how like the Earth go through seasons, but the sun go through seasons as well. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the whole galaxy go through seasons. We go through summer, fall, spring, and winter. The same way, the same way the Earth go through those four seasons is the same way that the astrological part of this dimension it had those same four seasons. So it got me to thinking, because you know the Bible. I always talk about the Bible, and they got videos on YouTube where they talk about the Bible as astrological. It's talking about astrology, and they got a point. They probably do got a point because it's allegories. And you can basically paint the picture any way. You can use any colors to paint the picture, but it's still gonna be the same demonstration, the same principles. You understand what I'm saying? So what I mean is, all right, for instance, it talk about hell in the Bible, right? Now, if this other stuff is adding up as far as the galactic change and the seasons, basically the sun is shooting off mass coronal ejections, basically fire loogies, spitting them at the earth. But the earth got defenses with its atmosphere. But at the same time, the earth still gonna go through those certain type of changes. Even though it's blocking it out, it's not blocking 100% of those ejections. It's not, it's stopping it, but it's still affecting the earth, if you know what I mean. If somebody hits your shield, bam, you got the shield, but your shield gonna be temporarily deactivated. You know what I mean? Depending on the strength of the hit. So it's the same way. You feel what I'm saying? The atmosphere is like a shield. Alex was talking about some shit about the 35,000 feet of the earth, the top part. That's the atmosphere. Yo, holla, if you condense it, it's like 15 feet of water. Where the fuck did he get his stats from? I don't know, but that shit be interesting to me. And then he said it's like basically a inch of dust. So whatever that little, whatever the measurements of it is, it adds up to an inch of rock, an inch of dust. But an inch of dust is gonna be like some thick ass rock. You know what I mean? Especially if it's wet. You feel what I'm saying? So that part of the atmosphere gonna be wet because obviously if you condense it, that's all air is anyway. Is water. That shit transform back and forth into each other, and that's what all this shit is about. It's a cycle. You feel what I'm saying? Now, what we don't realize, and that's why I wanted to make this video, is because it's gonna go back to hell. What we don't realize is that the sun do go through those changes, and the earth go through those changes with it. Right? We've been on. He said it's like a 20, and I know the sun on cycles, but I didn't know that specific numbers. Like, it's a 20-year cycle and then an 11-year cycle and back and forth. You know what I mean? All this shit ain't precise. Some of the shit is, but like it ain't precise, but is the right number for it to work. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, we haven't experienced that cycle where we hearing about hurricanes and earthquakes and volcanic eruptions every day. We haven't really experienced that part of life because, well, it's obvious we was coming to the end of a cycle, which was like a dead winter. You understand what I'm saying? Now the solar eclipse, it marked the new spring. It marked the new age. The season started in spring when the sun first meet over the horizon. You understand what I'm saying? Bang, and then it's spring. So it's the same way. The reason why we didn't really experience them earthquakes and all those natural disasters like that during the past couple centuries is because we was at the end of an age, and it was like the winter time. It was dead. Everything was burned. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's firing back up. It's restarting. It's a reset. That's what the solar eclipse represents. It represents a reset. And I think I talked about this in one of my other videos. But once you got that reset, now it's starting to fire back up. You see the Irma disaster. You see the Harvey. Now they talking about Jose. You understand what I'm saying? So these hurricanes, they firing back up, and all of it is a result from the sun going through a new season. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to be prepared, because if we start to see more volcanic eruptions, and that should be like the worst, like basically history evolves. Now if history just keep expanding, basically what I'm saying is this is gonna be the worst volcanic or the worst natural disaster season ever since the history of Earth, because it just keep expanding. It's going to get bigger, because that's a symbol, is a representation of growth. You understand what I'm saying? A new season. When you turn a year old, that represents a new season. That's your new season. That's the beginning of your new season. That's your winter. That's your spring, shall I say? You feel what I'm saying? So everything is a symbol. Everything is a representation of everything else. So I hope I ain't getting you confused or too lost, but it's just the way I understand it. If you need me to break it down further, all you gotta do is leave a comment. You understand what I'm saying? But that'll bring health. That'll be, the Bible predicting this, basically the revelations is as it says. You understand what I'm saying? When that solar eclipse happened, it just so happened that, people start to get more violent, and you got more natural disasters and that stuff. I don't think it's no coincidence. I think it's built into the design of what we know as life. Dig deeper for yourself. Subscribe to my channel if you like. Best I can say while I'm here, and I got people to talk to and people that can listen. I love you, brother or sister or whatever. Peace.